What's going on? It's your girl Estelle. How you doing, Bay Area? I stopped by Wildlife for that. I'm in the station. I'm gonna be performing tonight. You know what it is. Check it out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make a little noise. She is in town for an exclusive Wild 94.9 live performance. Estelle, welcome to Wild 94.9.
Thank you for having me.
Man, congratulations. First of all, one of the biggest breakout artists in the UK right now.
Thank you.
Good things happening for you.
Yes.
Although, not that there's anything bad happening, but this is actually your second album, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Your first. This is like your first American big introduction.
Yeah, I had the album out 4 years ago, and this one is the official all over the world. Hey, I'm here. Album.
So, how did it all start for you?
Oh God, 10 years ago. No, it started ages ago. I wanted to sing, and I kept on doing it. Had my own record label. Got signed to a major. Met John Legend before I got signed to a major. He decided he wanted to help me out with the second album. Brought me to the States, and we signed a deal, and then we got signed to Atlantic, so Whole School Records Atlantic, and we wrote a bunch of songs.
Well, hey, congratulations. I mean, the second record, people are loving.
Thank you.
And obviously the single American Boy, which was #1 in the UK.
Yeah.
And just busted out here, and huge things happening for you.
It's really good. I'm happy.
So how did you get hooked up with Kanye?
I met John Legend through Kanye, and we all stay friends. And obviously John signed to Kanye with music, and I'm signed to John from Whole School Records. So we just asked him. The thing is about Kanye, he doesn't like being on everything, and he won't do it if he doesn't like it. He doesn't care, you know. So
He seems to be the kind of guy who would definitely put you through the paces to find out if he wants to work with you or not.
He would. I've known him for 6 years, and I mean, everyone's like, you could have just asked him then. I was like, no, I want him to want to work with me, you know. And that's I think a kind of testament to the kind of artists we are. Period. Like John's cocky, and I'm a little hard-headed, and Kanye is obviously, Kanye. So it falls in the lineup.
See, it's kind of interesting because, like, the assumption would be you get a bunch of hard-headed people and they won't work well together, but it's funny because you have to have that thing where you want to hit the bar every time.
Exactly.
And if you're not working with people like that, you'd probably be miserable.
It's Lord knows.
What's the creative process like? What was the creative process for this album?
For this one, I would just write my songs, and John would come in and edit, and then we'd fight, and then we'd come to an agreement. That was it. I was going for a lot of crazy men, and he was looking at me like, really? I'm gonna need to set you up with someone, because this is who are you looking at? Who are you dating? What's good? And I was just like, well, it's your kind. I don't look, yeah. You know, we had arguments all day. It was hilarious, like girls versus boys. But
So, did you look as forward to actually getting into those little arguments as you do with being in the studio?
I actually hate getting into the arguments.
Really?
It's like a necessary evil, but I know that the best comes out of it, so I endure it. You know.
Well, obviously, some great things have come out of it on this album. The album is called Shine.
Yes.
And I understand you're working on next album?
I am already. I'm already started writing. And
Workaholic! You're worse than we are.
It's the thing, no, you're around creative people, and John just recorded his album. He played me his album. I was like, okay, really? Can you give me 5 seconds? Like, can we stop promoting this album? Can I start working on it? He's like, yeah, you're one single and relax. I was like, no, I want to go next. So I just started writing.
How long does it take for you to... This gives him a cheap thrill so he can, like, stand by you. Yeah, 5'7". I think you need at least 5'9", 5'10" myself.
Hey, I'm not that short.
Current guys I date are like 5. I want to say they're like 6 months.
Okay, so who are you dating right now?
I'm dating a couple.
Okay, anybody that we
No
know?
one famous. No one famous. I don't want any stories in the tabloids.
Really?
I don't. I'm so not that.
The UK press is miserable. They're worse than the American press. They're worse than TMZ. They're worse than any of the tabloids here.
I find out who I'm dating. I refuse. I'm like, and even if I was, I wouldn't tell you.
So no one famous.
Nobody famous.
Nothing with Kanye.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Can I tell you, I have to desexify him and John. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, I call him uncle. Like, I have to, because it's like, no, I never fancy Kanye at all. And then we did the video for American Boy, and he stood like this for half an hour singing at me. And I was like, oh, okay.
We might have just gotten something out of her then.
I can't look at him.
Why she did that? That was...
Uncle, okay, back to normal. It's terrible. It's terrible.
So for the next album, who are you working with?
I get these people. I think I wanna write this album and then go back in. So I think I'm gonna work with Swiss Beats again, and definitely Wyclef, and I think Mark Ronson. I'm just gonna, and obviously John Legend's gonna produce it with me. So just I want to work with people, and I really want to do something with Coldplay. This new song, Viva La Vida. Oh my gosh.
What is it about Chris Martin's voice? There's something in there.
It's just honest.
Okay, Chris Martin or Bono? If you could work with one of the two.
Oh, that's hard. How can you say that?
Because I love putting people on the spot. That That is a tough one, isn't
I
it?
know. Chris Martin Bono.
Or Sting.
Sting. All day.
Really?
Sting. Oh, what? Sting. The Englishman in New York. Roxanne. Sting. No, like, wow. Hallelujah.
Man, big Sting fan. So I hit a nerve.
No, it's like those two again.
So does that mean you've got all the old Police, the Synchronicity album, and
I
Ghost
have,
in the Machine, and all that stuff? Or
to be honest, I have the greatest hits because I remember all the singles. Like being an '80s kid, literally, I remember all the singles.
okay, so what's in your CD player right now?
Oh, right now is Viva La Vida and Lil Wayne.
So you're really on the Coldplay kick then?
I'm on both. I'm just a new Lil Wayne fan as well. Because I wasn't too into him, and I just got into him, and I'm like, the song he does with Babyface turned me into a fan. Comfortable.
So a big fan then?
Little fan.
Okay.
Little Wayne fan.
So how tall is he? He's
I
not.
have no idea.
He might be 5'7" actually.
He might be.
That's not the 5'7" guy who's just too tight now.
No.
So what's obviously the show tonight?
Yeah.
What's the show like? What are you going to be doing for us on stage?
We are going to be doing 4 or 5 songs, I think, a good few songs. I brought my BBs, I brought my keyboard player, and my DJ. We have fun.
So it's not like a track thing. There's actually somebody who knows how to play and does all that stuff.
People know how to play things, and people know how to dance and sing background, so it's going to be fun.
Well, cool. Estelle, thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out with us today.
Thank you.
And we can't wait till
See you next week.
we see you actually tonight.
Yes, sir.
All right.
See you in a minute.